Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Wow, what a great day to have all of our best friends here with us. So who here has been involved in rescue animals? Who has rescued an animal? All right. And how many dogs do we have here? Because this is dedicated to the dogs, to the rescue people. And you can sing along with this. You'll see where. Woof, woof. All right. I was brought up on the street. I didn't have too much to eat. I was hungry. I was begging for my food, and I was hoping you'd find me. Love makes a bad dog good. I'm always being chased. The world is such a race, I'm feeling tired. I need some place to go where the pace is nice and slow. I'm feeling wired. Love makes a bad dog good. Hold me nice and tight. Hold me through the night. I need protection. Love me tried and true. Never leave me blue. I need redemption. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Make me a pallet on the floor. I'm the one who's asking for attention. Just don't put me in the shed. Scratch me on the head, I need affection. Love makes a bad dog good. Groom me if you must. You're gonna have to learn how to trust that I won't bite you. Just take me for long walks and get me all my shots and I will like you. Why's that? 'Cause love makes a bad dog good. All right, together now. Love makes a bad dog good. Get one more time with feeling. Love makes a bad dog good. Thank you.
Welcome to Emerson, especially to all of today's visitors. We gather here in person and as an extended community with those online. Wave to the camera. Unitarian Universalism is unambiguously, unapologetically progressive. This congregation affirms the inherent worth and dignity of all people by actively working to end racism, oppression, by supporting the LGBTQI+ communities, by working for reproductive justice, voting rights, and other issues as the world calls us to side with love. We seek to build beloved community, not only here, but in the wider community we live and work in, by living out our shared Unitarian Universalist values. And we bring a spirit of joy to it all. It is so good to be together this morning. Now we pause to light our chalice as a symbol of our shared Unitarian Universalism faith. Cora Jean-Pierre will help us by lighting the chalice while I read the words. We light this chalice in honor of the animal realm, furred and hoofed, two-legged, four-legged, many-legged, fanged and clawed, gentle and fierce, wild and tame. May we remember that all animals are our relatives, worthy of our care and respect. And now, in the spirit of love and the beloved community, let's greet and welcome each other to this new day as we share our congregational affirmation. We need not think alike to love alike. Let's greet and welcome each other to this new day. Those in the sanctuary, feel free to move around to offer greetings, and for those online, please use the chat to introduce yourself.
This service is a full service, not just of words and ritual, but of love and care in the room. Today might be a day of barking and maybe even a little territorial growling. It is fitting that we gather today. My name is Reverend Christina Branum-Martin, and I'm the minister here. It is so good to be with you. We welcome all of the animals in our lives that we call our pets. Our cats and our dogs, our lizards and our snakes, our turtles and our guinea pigs, and all of those animals that share our homes and share our lives. It is my guess that some of you knew about the service in advance and decided to come anyway. And if you did, you are certainly one of us. And for those of you at home who are perhaps holding a cat on your lap or a bird on your shoulder, know that you are in this room too in spirit. Today we will bless and honor not only the animal friends we love, but all the big and small, domesticated and wild animals that exist everywhere. In the words of Unitarian Universalist minister Nancy Schaefer, we will bless and honor with our words and our songs, which this day, our anthem is really fun and silly. We bless these animals with our commitment to live sustainably and to honor them with our commitment to take care of the air and the land and the streams and the rivers and seas so that our planet remains healthy and whole for all living beings. Let us sing this morning, Morning Has Broken. Sit if you need to keep your animal calm, or stand if you'd like. Today is a day that we've just got to go with the flow. Morning Has Broken, number 38.
Now we pause and reflect on matters of the heart. Thank you, Cora, for placing the stones. For this morning's ritual, we have water and we have river stones. The stones are smooth and the stones have weight. They're indicative of both life's pleasures and times of ease, as well as life's burdens and times of heaviness. The water receives these stones with ease and calmness. Each week, you are invited to write a joy, sorrow, or concern in this book, or email it to pastoralcare@emersonuu.org to be read. If you're online, we invite you to recreate this at home. You place a stone in a bowl of water to honor what is in your heart. We begin by placing 4 stones in honor of the Cherokee and Muskogee nations of indigenous peoples who lived here before us, for those wrongly enslaved here who labored on this land, for all of those killed or injured by gun violence in this country, and for all those hurting in current conflicts and wars that rage across our globe. Within our community, we share that please place a stone for those who celebrate the holidays of the Jewish tradition. This past week was the celebration of the new year, Rosh Hashanah. Happy New Year for the year 5785. This coming week is Yom Kippur, the highest of Jewish holy days. It honors the tradition of seeking forgiveness on the Day of Atonement. May this day be meaningful to you. And please place a stone today as we recognize the escalation of the turmoil and complexity in the Middle East. First between the lands of Palestine and Israel, and now expanding into Lebanon and Iran. We know that the anniversary of October 7th holds a great deal of grief for many. May we hold the people of these lands, especially the children who are in need of safety, in our hearts. We have a message from Lynette Carlisle. Driving home from Virginia on Tuesday, a month sooner than I planned, taking longer than usual, light rain from time to time, beautiful sky over Knoxville, I felt a page turning, knowing that when I returned to these places that I love, that I enjoyed with Mark in Virginia, North Carolina, and Tennessee, they will be different. There was a quiet reverence, knowing that just over a ridge, beyond the beauty of nature surrounding me, there was so much devastation for so many from the heavy rains and flooding from Helene. I feel both fulfilled and sad for my shortened hike in Mark's memory. For the people who are lost and recovering along the path of Helene, may all be blessed. Highlights. I backpacked 47 miles on the Appalachian Trail, sections of trails that Mark hiked last year, sleeping one night in my car, 5 nights in shelters, 1 night in my tent, and 2 nights in a bed and a shower. The shuttle driver who took me to pick up my car just before the Blue Ridge Parkway was announced closed on September 27th met Mark in Glasgow, Virginia, and she shared some of their conversation with me. Finally, our hiking boots, mine and Mark's, hang together in the shoe tree behind Stanimal's Hiker Hostel in Waynesboro, Virginia, where hikers retire their worn hiking shoes. I tied my right to his left and his right to my left to hang both pairs there. That was on Saturday, September 28th, the only sunny day that week before I came home, meant to be. As the anniversary of Mark's death comes, October 13th, I know that I will always miss him, always feel sad that he's gone, and always, always be so very grateful for the memory of him. My next update will likely be in person. I'll be back at Emerson here and there as I have more plans to carry out this month. See you soon. And from the book, we have two joys from Andrew Jean-Pierre. A joy. Today is Cora's birthday. Happy birthday, Cora. She turns 8, and her theme is superheroes. And from Debbie Ballou, a joy. My niece has power and is in the process of cleaning and repairing the basement room that flooded. For those joys and sorrows that are unspoken, we hold you in our hearts. And now, in thankful awareness, let's say the Buddhist prayer of loving kindness. Please read the words with me that are printed in the order of service and are on the screen. May we all be filled with loving kindness. May we all be free from harm and suffering. May we all be well in body, heart, and mind. May we all be at peace. Blessed be. Unitarian Universalism is a faith often referred to as one of deeds, not creeds. How we show up in the world is how we live our faith. One way we seek to do that is by partnering with other organizations who work to bring love, kindness, and justice to the world. Each month, Emerson chooses an organization to support with half of our collected donations. During the month of October, we are supporting the Must Ministries Breakfast Program, where approximately 75 breakfasts are served each day for clients at Must's Hope House in Marietta. Joe Tomachek began our participation 31 years ago, and we're still there each month on the second Monday, plus Thanksgiving and Christmas. We bring the groceries and start cooking at 5:30 a.m. to serve at 6:30. Due to rising food costs, this is our second time this year to share with Must. Emerson's financial generosity makes this possible. For those in the sanctuary, as the basket is passed, please feel free to offer a donation or see in your order of service for other ways to give. For those online, go to emersonuu.org, select the Giving tab to donate. All donations, unless otherwise specified, are shared equally between Emerson and our partner organization.
For our story for all ages today, we're going to watch a short video. But before I introduce that, we are going to sit in our chairs today with our animals, because I'm worried that those who have animals who might come forward will be a little bit in close proximity. So we're going to watch the video together from our seats, and then we can sing together from our seats at the end. And also today, after our story, the anthem is going to be sung so that when the younger ones leave to go to the nursery, they don't miss this really spectacular song today. So let me tell you about this video. There is a congregation that's in New York City called St. John the Divine that has been doing an animal blessing for so many years. And they have coordinated with the zoo and with movie productions who have trained animals to be able to be in public spaces. Their cathedral is huge and has a big promenade area where people can and animals can come in. Some of the animals are turtles or camels, donkeys, dogs, and cats. Even one year there was a baby elephant. And there was a wagon with somebody with a shovel following behind them. So I wanted to share with you today a small video of that service, and it is so wonderful, and I hope that we can aspire to that one day, maybe with an outdoor service. All right, we're ready.
We are here being participating in the procession at St. John the Divine, Blessing of the Animals. Well, it's in remembrance of St. Francis of Assisi. October 4th is the day that commemorates that saint. And to honor him, the Episcopal churches around the city, they do the blessings of the animals.
Well, we have Oscar, the tortoise. He's an African horned land tortoise. Well, he needs to get blessed today. Just symbolizes the same things that we all look for from a blessing: long life, happiness, prosperity, spirituality, and animals deserve that too.
The event itself is a celebration of creation. It's a celebration of God's love. It's all built around our regular Sunday worship, which is such a Thanksgiving. This is, of course, a very elaborate, and it highlights the life of St. Francis as one who made these issues very much prominent in his own life. It's a wonderful event because it celebrates life, it celebrates God's creation and our place in it. It also is a reminder, as the sermon pointed out today, that we are not doing our part in that responsibility. So it's both a reminder of what we need to do and also a celebration of what we have.
It's like you're blessing. It's sort of like you're blessing the world. You know, you're blessing the world with this whole, like the whole show, and then you're blessing the animals. It's just giving your love, showing your love to everything.
I guess the symbolism is that, you know, animals really matter to people and that they have a special place in our life, and that they should be blessed. They should, you know, they're part of the family lots of times and they do a lot for us, even though we may not think about it. We shouldn't just celebrate animals once a year. I think we should celebrate them every day.
We decided that this anthem needs a little bit of explanation. It's not very often that this choir gets to sing early choirly music, because most of the vocal music written before about 1600 was specifically for the Christian liturgy. So when I find a piece from, say, the Renaissance period that actually fits a sermon topic, I usually jump on it. This was written by Adriano Banchieri, who was an Italian monk at a time when secular music was just starting to get some legs. And one of the forms that came up that he excelled in was the Italian madrigal, often written on poetry about love or lust or animals or nature, sometimes kind of bawdy, as a matter of fact. One of the techniques that the composers loved to use was text painting, where they would try to make the music sound like what the word means. So the word high might be notated on a high note, or the word mountain might be notated with a low note and then a high note and then a low note again. In this piece, you will hear some text painting, where Banchieri is trying to make the music sound like the sounds that animals make. It's not exactly our normal worship Sunday anthem, but we thought it would be a fun tribute for our non-human friends.
Okay, we've got the green light. So what we're going to invite you to do with your animals, or your photos of animals, or your reminiscence of your animals, is to come up. I'll invite the choir first. And what I'd like you to do is to introduce your animal by their first name, and then tell us one short thing that makes you smile about them. Would anyone from the choir like to come and talk about their animals? Yeah, come on now.
Hello, mix it. Good girl. This is Meg. She makes us smile all the time because she's very goofy and will be my shadow no matter where or when. So,
Seriously. Thank you. And come to me for a quick blessing.
Okay, Maggie, come.
Leslie, I'm thinking if you could coordinate the conversations, then I could do the blessings on the side. Because we're going to have a big crowd today, so come on down. No, it's okay.
So I could not actually bring my cat because he'll try to escape and just break through everything. So I brought a stuffed friend that looks my cat. His name is Hercules, and one of the fact that I love about him is that he's just so chunky. He's just a blob anywhere he goes.
This is Jolene. Jolene is a German Shepherd lab pit mix. I adopted her about a year ago. She's going to be 8 this month, we think, and she healed my broken heart from when my other dog passed.
I live in a cat house. We have 3 cats, plus our neighbor's cat, plus a wild cat, and we allowed 1 dog in. We also feed the possums and the deer and some raccoons who come around. But my favy baby is named Thor, and he's a big, orange, fluffy cat, and he gives the best kisses.
We have a canine member of our family here today, but to represent the ones who are not, this is for Lemon, who is the family clown, an orange tabby, and Kaylee, another orange, who takes no guff from anyone, and Bearsy, our Malinois lab puppy, who's a living terror, but a very, very sweet, good boy, and Turtle, who is perseverant and puts up with all of us.
This is Sugar and Tux, and we love them. They always let us know when it's 5:00 p.m. because they are hungry.
This is Ozzy, our dog, and he be crazy, and we love him very, very much. And this is Dodger, our kitty, who just survived a gnarly tail amputation, but he's doing great now, and he's a very big purrer.
I have a small zoo at home with 3 dogs, 9 cats, and a ball python. And I've probably fostered hundreds of neonatal bottle baby kittens and transported hundreds of dogs over the last 20 years for rescue.
We have 2 cats and a dog, Thor, Loki, and Poe. Thor and Loki came with us from Jamaica, and Poe is new to our family.
I have 2 Turkish vans. Excuse me, Pele and Alabar, and we just love our 2 kitties.
Y'all have probably met Valentino before. He's got hearts on him. And I found him on Valentine's Day when I was delivering flowers. I was just helping a flower shop out, and I don't know, it's like one of those things they say you manifest. He's been the 3rd Jack Russell Terrier I had. The very first dog I had when I was a kid was a Jack Russell, and I always kind of wanted another dog I could take in the car with me, and he just goes with me everywhere now because he's my service animal. So he's my best buddy. He's going to be a TV star soon.
Anybody from?
This is our kitten Olive. We got her from a soccer game, and she it was like a someone like gave it to us, like found this kitten and didn't have like a home, so they said for someone like they put it in a bin and went to ask people if they would get this free kitten. So we got the kitten.
This is Mochi, and he likes to cuddle a lot with me.
We have 2 cats, Flora and Fauna, and let's see, where to even begin with Flora and Fauna. They came with us from Texas. Ryan and I adopted them when they were like 3 weeks old or something, and they are both the easiest cats in the world and the most frustrating and labor-intensive cats in the world somehow at the same time. And to represent them, Zoe brought, can you say what you brought? What's in your hand?
A squishy dinosaur.
A squishy dinosaur, that's right. Okay. Thank you.
This is Harley's pet snake, Sugar. She is 1 year old. What makes you smile about Sugar? Okay, we don't know what makes us smile, but we also have 4 cats, Joy, Q, Dinah, and Nico, as well as 2 ferals that have sort of latched onto us and 5 raccoons. So we have an army at home.
This is Delilah. Some of you have seen her before. I've brought her before. She is my failed service dog. We got her from the same organization we had gotten our service dog that passed away that Sia is going to talk about in a minute. And she was a rescue. She is some sort of hound mix that she's about 8 years old. And she's been kind of a lifesaver for us when Meyer passed away. She has been my rock.
And I'm a lot deeper today than I thought I was. I have Meyer, my service dog that passed away last spring. Just brought his collar with me. That's all.
Hi, I couldn't bring my dog today with me, but her name's Bella, and I've had her for 6 years. She was born on Valentine's Day. She's a delight, of course. That's about it. You have...
Hi, this is Rebel. This is our mutt that has really been enriching our lives for the past 5 or so years. 6, ever since Bentley found him in a fence at our college. You want to talk about him?
Yeah, he just brings me joy every single day. He sleeps with me every single night. I always cuddle with him. I can't sleep without him. And he only has 3 toes on his back foot, and I love that about him. I think it's so cute.
Hi, this is Rocket Man, and he's part of my animal tribe. His brother's Prince George, and then he has 4 cat sisters, Moon Pie, Maggie, Kate. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Maggie, Molly, Kate, and Moon Pie. Okay, too many to remember. And they're all rescues. And the special thing about Rocket Man is we have the same birthdays.
This is our dog Ella, who will not go anywhere until you say the word walk. When you say the word walk, she'll spring to her feet and run to the front door. That's when you know she's ready to go.
I have Paul Hollywood, my foster fail cat, and Goober, my foster dog.
I have Rosie, who is our 8-year-old dog who we adopted at about 7 months, who's a Chihuahua and probably Jack Russell combination. So her fun aspect is stubbornness.
This is my buddy Sock. He's 16 years old. He loves sunspots and begging for food. And he's just, he's really in tune with me and my emotions and my kids' emotions. And he just will, if I'm ever bummed out, he'll come find me and give me hugs and cheer me up.
Melanie painted this picture of our two pets, Jägermeister, who we call Jaeger, and Penny Lane, who we call Penny. Jaeger's so smart. Penny's just a bunch of love. What makes me smile is when I come home, they get so excited, and they race around at 90 miles an hour all over the house until I finally settle, usually on the couch. And then they're content to just come up and sit right beside me, one on each side. And it feels like home.
This is my sweet Lucy. She's 10 years old now, and she is so friendly. Some people might say she's too friendly. I don't know where she gets it from, but she will just love everybody. She runs up and wags her tail so much and loves to greet people, and she will greet a friendly neighbor. And she will also probably run up to a dangerous criminal one day because she loves everyone.
This is Kaya. She's 3 years old. And my favorite thing about her is when I get ice from my fridge and I drop a piece, she gets it. And then she goes to the basement and she chews on it and then she forgets about it. And then we have melted ice on our floor. Yeah.
My favorite thing about Kaya is whenever we pet her, she always rolls on her back so we can rub her belly.
This is Jada, aka Linguini. My favorite thing about her is that I can hold her.
We also have a cat. Her name is Akita. She followed Sarah home one day, walked into our apartment, ate a bunch of pepperoni, and then didn't leave. And so we've had her. She traveled with us from Texas. And I really love her because she is 8 pounds, fully grown, so she's like a teeny tiny cute fur ball.
These kitty cats are little kittens and one under a bed.
We just adopted 2 cats. We haven't named them yet. And this is Phoebe. We got her about a month before we got pregnant with Jay. So she kind of helped us grow up to before we were parents. She's really sweet, and the kids crawl all over her, and she's the sweetest dog we've ever had.
Me and my family. Me and my family have 2 cats, Olaf and Tori, and we also brought this for them. They are very friendly, and my most favorite thing about them is their different personalities.
This is Apollo. One of my favorite things about him is that when we were naming him, I think we just got like a statue of the goddess of the hunt. So the thing about we named him after a Greek god is cool.
Hi, I have 2 dogs. One is Emma, and she can't come. She's 15 going on 16, one eye, can't see, can't hear, and she's a little Boston. I didn't want to freak her out in a place she doesn't know. And this is Freya, and I am so proud of her. I got her 3 years ago at the Cobb County Animal Shelter with her issues. And she would not have been able to even be here when I first got her. She's very skittish, and she's doing good. Thank you, everyone. Animals, as our pets or in nature, bring to our lives that which often another cannot fill. Some of us are dog people, some are cat people, some are bird people or turtle, or even wild bird watching people, and so on. And today we even had a snake. How cool is that? Perhaps the blessing of the animals should be named the blessing of the humans, because that is what animals give us, a blessing with their affection and comfort and joy and a sense of purpose. All of us who have allowed an animal to enter our lives or even our hearts or our homes, whether it's a family pet or wild birds or squirrels that delight us in our backyards, are indeed blessed. Yell out one thing that animals bring to your life. Peekaboo. UU Reverend Terry Davis suggests that our relationships with our animals become our catechism. These are the experiences that teach us, and when we ask really big life questions, they help give us meaningful answers. Reverend Davis reflects that pets helped me find the answers to some of the questions lingering in my heart. Answers to questions like, why am I here? Perhaps it's to love, to explore, and to experience happiness. And what is most important? And that answer might be especially from that dog beside you in your life, right here and right now. And when life is over, what do I do with my legacy? And that answer might be that I never stopped caring. In a world of no's, dogs are a yes, said the poet Robert Sword. And ultimately, it is the case that all of our pets answer with a yes
if we are willing to take up the invitation and let them into our lives. Our pets offer us a yes to embracing our sweet and oft-forgotten child self, says Reverend Davis. They offer us a yes to finding our inner wellspring of courage and compassion. They're a yes to experiencing the beauty and breadth of human emotion. They're a yes to play, a yes to responsibility, a yes to the mysterious and amazing birth and life and death cycle that we share with all living things. UU minister Reverend Philip Hubble comes to mind with these words as we close this service so that we can get those dogs out to relieve themselves. May we see the miracles of life and love in all the animals which share our lives, in the cold nose of a dog, in the warmth of a cat on your lap, in the wondrous otherness of a hamster, and the songbird, and the snake, and the graceful beauty of fish in a fishbowl. Bless them as they bless us. Blessed be and amen. Before we close, I would like to do a short meditation and honor those pets who are no longer with us. In our time of prayer and meditation, we usually take a moment of quiet, and we don't have that today. We have wiggles and squirms, and Tom took the little one out, didn't he? So I want to take a moment to remember our companions of the past. They leave big spaces and lovely memories in our hearts. So I invite you to speak aloud in a moment the names of those companions who you loved and lost, so that they will not be just in your memories, they will be with all of us in community. I'll begin by saying the name of my still beloved pet from childhood, Lady. Join me with other names: Cameron, Dion, Cassidy, Chappie, Spot, and Mojo. May the special memory of these furry and feathered and finned family friends who we loved and who loved us comfort us. May their lives remind us to live ours with patience and with playfulness, as well as a renewed sense of responsibility for the well-being of all living creatures. This is our prayer and our meditation today. Amen. Let's sing together number 163, For the Earth Forever Turning. Stand if you'd like to. bless our animals today, but in so doing, we are reminded that we are blessed by them. By their presence in our lives, we are bound to them in a spiraling circle of affection. The more we give, the more we get, the more we share, the more we have, and such is the law of love.
Cora, if you can come help extinguish the chalice, please. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry into our hearts and out into the world until we are together again. So I have two people who have announcements to make, Michael Lukens and then Douglas Futch.
Well, you get the Michael Douglas team today. All right, so I have some announcements. First, I heard from the mountain. I sent out the email earlier this week. They are doing the youth cons, so people get your kids registered on their site, and we'll get the information done. And parents, I'll be reaching out to find chaperones. Second, senior and junior youth, remember you're meeting in the fellowship hall during class today. We're doing the Get Out the Vote cards with Reverend Jeff. Third, junior youth and parents in the OWL program. Remember, this Saturday is your marathon day. Parents, you are from 10 to 12, 7th to 9th graders, you are 10 to 3. We have some special guests coming, and we will be providing lunch. And lastly, on Sunday, October 27th, our families will be joining Human for the first time for their Harvest Festival. It starts at 11:30, so get your costumes out for the costume contest, and there's scavenger hunts and carnival games and all sorts of stuff. So we're going to meet there. There'll be no RE or OWL that Sunday. And later today, I'll be sending out a sign-up, so look in your emails.
Okay, I'll repeat after me. 20-106-90. 20-106-90. That's a combination to a safe with $300 million in it. You just have to find the safe, okay? October 20 is our congregational meeting to vote on whether or not to call Reverend Christina as our new called minister. 20. That'll be held during second hour. There will be no other activities that day. The RE program will have activities for the youth and children so that all parents and teachers can attend the meeting. Okay. 106 is the magic number. That's how many voting members have to be present in order for us to have a vote. That's 60% of the membership on record right at this moment. 106 people have to be here to have a vote. Otherwise, we can't have a vote. Hold on. There's 3 ways. To be a member, you have to have taken the membership classes, signed the book, and completed a pledge in one of the last 2 fiscal years. There's 3 ways to show up here to be counted in that magic 106. Sit your butt in the chair, which is the easiest one, so please do that so my stress level drops. Number 2, you can give someone who's going to be here your proxy. There are proxy forms in the back. You can reach out to any board member for a proxy. Reverend Christina and Emily have them. You give one person can hold one proxy, okay? And if they vote one way, your proxy gets automatically counted the same way, so they can't split the vote between you and them. It has to be the same. One person, one proxy. Number 3, you can be on Zoom. We're going to have a Zoom meeting that will also be available. You cannot vote via proxy on the Zoom, but if you're a member, you can vote for yourself. There's another way to do, but please don't do this. You can have an absentee ballot. Reach out to Patricia Johnson, our Board of Trustees secretary. She can give you an absentee ballot. It's due by October 19th, not the 20th, October 19th. And it doesn't count in that magic 106. It counts as a vote, but not in that 106. So just give somebody your proxy if you can't come, because that'll level my stress level down a little bit more. All right. 90% of all votes counted, that's that third number, must be affirmative or else it doesn't pass. So every single solitary vote counts because 90% of all votes cast must be in one direction or the other. All right? So all votes matter. Please show up October 20th for 106 people and a 90% vote. Yay, 120, 106, 90. Don't forget, 20, 20, 20. All right, bye.
For all other announcements, see your order of service. As our service ends, go now in peace and take peace wherever you go.